Wow. Anthony Joshua flops in the UK. Pay-per-view numbers have got to be considered atrocious. That's what we'll be talking about in this video. All right, hit that subscribe button, new subscribers. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button, share, like. Definitely check out the live streams that we do every day, Monday through Friday. Also check out the Patreon, OG Boxing Talk on Sunday. Let's get right to it. Anthony Joshua, according to the numbers that are released on Barb, did 403,000 pay-per-views in his fight with Andy Ruiz the Saturday night before last. That, my friends, has got to be considered a flop. There had been reports and rumors being spread that the fight did 600,000 pay-per-views, but I was waiting on the Barb numbers. Now, the Barb numbers are not exact, but they are the ones that people have been relying upon for all of the other reports for Anthony Joshua's pay-per-views. Barb released their numbers today, and for the Sky box office, 403,000 views, which would mean that that's the pay-per-view for Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz. 403,000 pay-per-views. Not good, not good, not good. 600,000 people, 600,000, when the rumor was that it was 600,000 that was going to be reported, people were saying, that's okay. You can expect that. It's the middle of the night. It's pretty decent at 600,000. If it's pretty decent at 600,000, it's got to be a flop at 400,000. 403,000. This is a drop of 600,000 from the last pay-per-view that he had against Alexander Povetkin. Now we know, of course we know, that this fight took place in the middle of the night in the UK. The only problem with completely disregarding those pay-per-view numbers is if you compare them to other pay-per-views that have been done recently in the United States that were aired in the UK in the nighttime. It is far less than half. Floyd Mayweather Jr., according to Barb, Floyd Mayweather Jr. versus Conor McGregor did 800,000 pay-per-views, 875,000 or 857,000 pay-per-views according to Barb, for their pay-per-view that took place in Las Vegas in 2017. Also, Floyd Mayweather versus Manny Pacquiao, which was in the United States when Ricky Hatton fought Floyd Mayweather Jr., did 1.5 million pay-per-views. Ricky Hatton versus Manny Pacquiao did somewhere around 900,000 pay-per-views. The only person that I could see that did less than Anthony Joshua in his US pay-per-views was Amir Khan. I think did somewhere around 200,000 when he fought Marcos Maidana. I had expected it to do around between 500 and 600,000 pay-per-views, because I figured it wasn't a big fight. It wasn't a fight that people were asking for. It wasn't a fight that people were demanding. The fight that people want, and that I've been hearing from my subscribers in the UK that people want to see, is they want to see Deontay Wilder. And it seemed as if the act was wearing thin with Anthony Joshua. The last time that he fought in Wembley Stadium did not sell out. So after he doesn't sell out in Wembley, he comes to the United States, had a bunch of, back and forth, drama about who the opponent was going to be once Jarrell Big Baby Miller dropped out. So that could have taken some steam out of the fight. But I tell you what, for sure, Anthony Joshua getting knocked out by Andy Ruiz definitely took some steam out of that fight. People, that is not a good performance. That is not a good look for Anthony Joshua. Anthony Joshua, wow. If he can't do good pay-per-view numbers in the United States while he's fighting, in the evening, good pay-per-view numbers in the UK when he's fighting in the evening, man, if he had not lost to Andy Ruiz, I would be looking at this and the numbers that came out from the zone, the rumors of the DAZN numbers, which were like between 5,000 and 10,000 views on DAZN, which I have to believe that there is some credence to, because DAZN has not released the numbers. When DAZN did 600, when Canelo Alvarez versus Danny Jacobs did 600,000 concurrent views, whatever that means, DAZN released those numbers. DAZN is not releasing these numbers, or has not released these numbers as of yet. 5,000 to 10,000 views on DAZN is the rumor that Ness from the Boxing Voice heard. 403,000 pay-per-view buys from in the UK. My understanding was, and this is numbers that were put out, never firmly verified, that Deontay Wilder versus Deontay Wilder did 300,000 more than Anthony Joshua versus Anthony Joshua versus Andy Ruiz in the same time frame. Look, man, I don't know what Eddie Hearn is doing, man. Eddie Hearn has just got to be sick every way from Sunday. He's got to be sick every way from Sunday. But this, again, man, tells you, if it wasn't already wrapped up that Deontay Wilder is solidly the A side in any negotiation with Anthony Joshua. When I mean solidly, I mean absolutely, positively, 100%, no doubt about it, top diggity dog. When Anthony Joshua doing 400,000 pay-per-views is like 400,000 pay-per-views is about $10 million in revenue for out of the UK. Let me tell you what that is as far as revenue for pay-per-view in the UK. You would have to divide that by 3. 400,000, use my trusty calculator, divided by 3 equals 133,000 pay-per-views, which means it did about the same amount of revenue in the UK pay-per-view as Terrence Crawford did when he fought Amir Khan and did less than 150,000 pay-per-views. 400,000 UK pay-per-views is like 133. The cash value of that is 133,000 pay-per-views in the United States. So if Anthony Joshua was to ever fight Deontay Wilder in pay-per-view on the United States, and you look at the numbers that he had when he fought in America and how many people were willing to stay up at night to watch him fight, it's a complete and utter wrap, people. It would have been a wrap. The only thing that I'm like seeing, as you guys talk so much smack, the only thing that I'm really put off by in this whole thing is that Anthony Joshua lost. Because if Anthony Joshua had won that fight and these numbers came out, I would be flat out telling you, get the A-side nonsense out of there. 403,000 pay-per-views in the UK for Anthony Joshua. Come on, man. He's definitely the biggest star. I don't doubt, without a doubt, that no doubt about it, I don't think that there's another UK guy that could do 400,000 pay-per-view buys in the UK at that time of night. But Floyd Mayweather Jr. did twice that in the same time slot. Ricky Hatton did far more than that both times that he fought in that time slot. Not a good look for Anthony Joshua. He lost the ticket sales for that fight in the United States. The gate from that fight could not have been that good. They were selling those tickets. They had a ton of tickets available an hour after the fight started. DAZN couldn't give the fight away on DAZN. And now to know that it didn't do well in the UK either, and Anthony Joshua got knocked out, man, that just absolutely solidifies, man, that is just one horrible night for Anthony Joshua. And still, they want to jump out there and try to throw that boy back in there with Andy Ruiz. Now, if they do it again, I don't doubt that the numbers would be better for an Andy Ruiz rematch. But you know, unfortunately for Anthony Joshua, we should be seeing soon, whether that's in the UK or the United States. Now, I will say that these numbers for the pay-per-view honestly makes it essential for Anthony Joshua that these guys try to have that fight over there in the UK, because it just showed that his fan base is not willing to stay up late at night to watch him fight. Significant 600,000 of the people that watched him just a few hours before that were not willing to stay up and pay for the fight just a little bit longer. So we see that's, might be the nature of the casual fan, But anyway, it is what it is. Let me know what you think in the comment section. With that, I'm out. Peace.